Hi everybody, welcome to my first match of the new Dominion League season 36. I'm playing with Akuchi here. This is a pretty strong board right off the bat, and we've got a good opening with the 5-2. Pretty good stuff here. Storyteller horn is pretty crazy, so you can play and gain horns. Governors, of course, always good. Pretty much any card on this board is pretty good, except Bureaucrat. So we want to open like pawn, maybe like a governor, I guess. Governor is not the greatest open in general, but well, better than Storyteller in this case, I think. Oh, I forgot to unmute myself in Discord. Well, thought of it in time. There's nobody here to listen to me anyway. A lot of matches going on at the moment. Should be fine now. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna open pawn with this 2. And yes, I think governor on 5. It's better than playing Storyteller only coppers with Storyteller. And then maybe we can remodel an estate into a sacrifice. Here I think 1 silver is alright, because we wanna place. Oh, we've got the sombrero, alright. Silver is nice with Storyteller, of course. And here sacrifice, I think. He goes for the Storyteller on his first 5. Okay. There's also mission here. So do we want to draw here with governor? I would think so. Okay, we draw up the sacrifice. So I think we draw once more. Here we can hit 5 or 4. 4 could be like Peddler, Advisor or something like that, but I don't know that we want that. Could also be Trash or Copper by Storyteller, and down here there's 5 again, and then we've got two Storytellers, which is pretty nice. At some point you wanna Piazza as well, maybe. Goes for coin buy here. Interesting. Oh, Storyteller pawn. Okay. get a second storyteller as well. So here, yeah, I mean, at some point we want to use this governor to gain golds for a storyteller. Well, I think, well, we could do that here. Could also draw, but we don't want to draw too often. And we certainly want to get that Horn of Plenty storyteller business going. I think I'm gonna draw with this governor again. Okay, that's good. Here, down here, there's a storyteller, a silver, and a sacrifice. So if you draw the silver or the sacrifice, that would be pretty nice. For that reason, we wanna draw, I think. And this could be, this could be a Horn of Plenty, or just another storyteller. I think one more storyteller, and then we can go into the horns, because we also wanna use this governor to gain golds now. And then with Horn of Plenty, the also mission is gonna be, we're gonna have stuff to do on our mission turn. So once we've got the horn in our deck, we also wanna do this mission business. And this is hopefully also a turn where we can gain a gold with our governor, because gold would be really nice to have now with all those storytellers in our deck. So let's see what he gains here. He goes for his first horn and a peddler. Okay. Draw here. This is not the best draw. We might mission here. It's down there. Two storytellers and a governor. But it's gonna be, I mean, we wanna get rid of these estates at some point. So we could trash copper again to buy like a horn. Then maybe we wanna get the horn before we do our first mission. And here we will have to play the governor for draw again, because otherwise this turn won't be great. But I will certainly be looking to mission here, also to finally get rid of some of these estates and hopefully do something with our storyteller and horn stuff. So far the governor hasn't been the greatest. Well, we've used it for draw, every time. Maybe there was an opportunity to just gain a gold with it and not draw like one turn where we had 2 in hand. Could have gained gold, board pawn, but well. Goes for a grand market here and a mission, yeah. Oh, actually, well, you can also buy Piazza on your mission, so that's another thing you can do on your mission turn. Because I was gonna say the grand market, like gaining a grand market, I could see that being a horn if you're gonna mission anyway, and then maybe gain a grand market on your mission turn. But you can also just buy Piazza. Okay, so we're gonna draw here. Let's also draw with this Storyteller. Okay, nice, there's the horn. What's down here? Copper sacrifice. I think. So actually we'll probably have to trash the copper again because we want to mission. But that's alright. Sadly, we can't play the horn, gain something, and draw that up if we want to mission. Let's draw with this. How many cards do we have in play? 1, 2, 3, 4. The horn is the 5th. I should have checked that before playing the Storyteller, but it's alright. Not a horn. Okay, yeah, and here we mission. This is not the greatest starting hand. Well, guess we can gain peddlers. Could also be advisors actually to help with this. I think I'm gonna go with the advisors because we want to make we want to play horns with Storyteller to gain more horns and draw the newly gained horns up. For that we need lots of draw. And we would really like to gain a gold off this governor at one point. But so far we haven't really had the opportunity. We do want to go for lots of overdraw. So that's the reason for gaining the advisors there. finally got rid of one of our estates on the mission turn. And maybe that's also a hole that we dug ourselves into, not trashing estates earlier. There were several occasions where we played sacrifice on a copper to hit 5 and over sacrificing an estate. Maybe that was too greedy, because they really get in the way now, the estates. And he's trashed all of his estates already. I mean, let's not forget, we also sombreroed, right? So maybe that's one of the reasons that we are kind of slow here now. My hope is that we can outrace him by going more aggressively for this horn storyteller mission stuff. He seems to be aiming for like grand markets peddlers, and this is also fine, but I think the lots of horns storytellers mission can be faster, or I don't know, might be able to pile. And also the thing is, the grand markets, they don't really do a lot on your mission turn, right? Like here, he's got 12 and 3 buys, but can't use them. That's why I like going more for the horns and not so much for grand markets and peddlers. Okay, I think we need to draw here with the governor, even if it sucks to always draw with him. Okay, so there's a horn in our discard. There's an advisor down here and also a storyteller. We would like ideally we want to play the advisor. Also gain something with our horn. We've got 4 cards in play right now. We also need to have enough to buy a mission. Let's draw 2 here. Gain another horn. The advisor bottom decks. Okay. So let's draw it up. We can draw 1 horn. Use the horn to gain like a grand market, which gives us coin and also a buy, and then we can buy a mission. We will also need to play this copper to guarantee drawing the grand market. Okay, and I think another Storyteller, and then Mission and Peddler. Could be an advisor even. Let's go for Storyteller. I've got 3 horns now. Let's go for the advisor for now. Don't have so many treasures that were dead. Yeah. That hand is far from ideal, I guess. Sad draw. He might have a pile out here between his normal turn and the mission turn. But oh, he does. No. It's got a Storyteller. I thought that was copper autoplay, treasure autoplay. No, but nothing we can do about this here. Just gaining these pawns is alright. I mean, the dot really hurt us there, but we had to play aggressive. And this governor hasn't done anything really so far. But if it didn't sombrero, maybe we would have found a better spot to gain gold or remodel estate into a sacrifice, and then it would have been more useful than it has proven so far. Only puts 1 horn into play here. Well, the other one, yeah, he just drew it. So this looks like he will have a pile out for sure. Horns, pawns, and peddlers. Should have enough buys. Well, not quite enough. Of course you could mission, but well, he does have enough buys. Alright. So we can enter this as his win already. I'm assuming he's gonna have no trouble finding this pile out. He's got 2 horns still, right? To gain the horns. Does this also pile? No. Okay, so well, let's take this one back. You might still just have it here, but well, maybe not. You could dot that on like a 5-horn hand easily. This doesn't look like it though. Just needs one storyteller and then he's good. Because with horns you can easily empty all of this stuff. Right, how many horns does he have? I mean enough. We've got 3, he's got 5, and this can regain 1. Yeah. Spawn, gain, it's a bit strange, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. So next horn can regain itself. Also, he's got more horns. So, it should be in hand. Okay, so actually we didn't really need to erase this win from our scoreboard. But, you know, you could have, like, we're lucky he dots there and we can have a pile out. Okay, well, I mean, we were second player in this board and we also sombreroed, and that makes it hard to win these kinds of boards where you have horns and mission, and yeah, if you, like, once you get a lead there, you can just snowball it. But if we hadn't done it on our mission turn, well, I'm not actually sure if there was anything we could have done, because we would have needed to win on the mission turn. And I'm not positive that's possible. Anyway, this is the next board, and we've got a nice 2-5 open, which will be Vampire for sure, and Lackeys, I think. So what do you want to do? I mean, there's Wall, there's also Triumphal Arc, maybe some Cursed Village Highway Horse Trader stuff. That doesn't sound too bad. It sounds quite nice actually. Cursed Village plays pretty nicely with Horse Traders, and Horse Traders plays nicely with Highway, and Highway plays nicely with both of them. Yeah, and this is also pretty nice, seeing both our opening buys off the bat. Do we want another Lackeys? I guess so. We've got 5 down here, which will be another Vampire, I think. Let's get another Lackeys. What do we want to gain with this Vampire? Maybe a Highway. I mean, it could also be a Cursed Village here, but that might mess up our next hand, and having 5 copper there is pretty nice to get a second Vampire. So let's just gain a Highway here. Draw the vampire again, which is great. Do we want a crossroads? Or just more lackeys? I mean, they are fine, and they can be fed to bats later. What does crossroads do right now? Nothing. Here, cursed village. And we also want the horse traders at some point. Yeah, again a copper onto our deck. Let's hope we can draw the bat here. And now that we've got the cursed village, we want the horse traders. The villagers are also pretty nice for this cursed village horse traders interaction, so we can play horse traders before the cursed village play. Yep. Nice, there's the bat. And we get to trash 2 and buy a horse traders, which is pretty great. All of our estates did miss the shuffle, which is also nice. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna slam lackeys. Sure, play the horse traders here. Oh, that was a nasty locust, really nasty. Trashes the vampire, and there's not even anything to replace it into. That's just nasty. Do we play on here? In our discard, there is copper 3 estates and the lackeys. I think we do. We draw with this lackeys, then we can discard with horse traders. Well, then we've got 2, 6, then we've got 8. Oh, actually, so keep the estate to feed it to the bat. Alright. Vampire, horse traders, I think we wanna regain that vampire. Yeah, that locust was pretty brutal. Was like the best thing it could possibly hit. The vampire. I mean, could have. Hitting a bat is just as bad, I guess. Just because you don't get anything in return. Now we want more cursed villages. Also, we will be running low on villagers now. Pretty soon. Okay, this is excellent. We don't have a bat right now, so let's discard the estate. Okay, so this can be cursed village. Lackeys, and a vampire, maybe a highway or another cursed village. Let's get a third cursed village for now. Envious doesn't really hurt us. Like, not at all. We don't have a silver, we don't have a gold, so doesn't do anything. But our war did trash one of his horse traders, which is also pretty brutal. Yeah, that's also a pretty good hit for us. Oh, and deluded hurts as well. This actually really helps us. Yeah, so we are playing. Do we play these lackeys first and hope to draw a horse traders? Do we play the cursed village first? There's 2 horse traders. I mean, we could also draw into more lackeys. Well, I guess let's play one of these cursed villages first. Yeah, and now we are looking to find the horse traders. How much is in our discard? Just 2 coppers, right? Okay, so there's 4 coppers in there. We can just discard these 2 lackeys. Then we'll hit 8, which can be like highway and a cursed village. Well, we'll hit 7 because we wanna trash a copper. 7 is alright as well. It can be like cursed village, horse traders, lackeys. Wanna gain the cursed village with, well, there's only 1 hex left. I did not track everything, track all the hexes to know which one it is. It might be the one where you've got to, haunting is gone. It's gain a curse to hand. Well, that is actually right. Nobody gained a curse yet, so that is actually bad food. So could be cursed village, highway, vampire for horse traders. This is a great opening hand. It's gonna attack us with the vampire, so we can play these horse traders, which is also nice. Famine, yeah, that's whatever. Discards cursed village and lackeys, which hurts, I guess, but It's alright. I guess let's use one of those villagers. And have a nice big draw here. Yeah, this is going just as we imagined it should. There's a cursed village in here. There aren't any good cards on top, so we wanna draw them. Okay, so here we wanna trash Lackeys. We also wanna buy at least one Lackeys, because we would like to have more than one villager. Oh, he does resign here. That's fair, because we were pretty far ahead, I felt. Well, I felt is an understatement. Like, just looking at the deck contents, we were just pretty far ahead. Okay. This has Ghost Ship, it has Inventor, City Quarter as your village. Tactician is also a village. There's Farmer's Market. There's Training. So do you want to play with Tactician here? Farmer's Market is the Young Witch Bane, which is not ideal. So I think you open Young Witch. There's Forager as well, but Young Witch is gonna be annoying for sure. So open Young Witch, Forager, I think. And then, yeah, we'll have to see if we play with the Tactician. I mean, it will definitely, also the Ghost Ship attack really hurts if you don't play with Tactician, because it will be pretty hard to draw from City Quarters, starting from a 3-card hand. So I guess you do want to play with Tactician in the end. And yeah, then you play Inventors and stuff. Yeah, it's a bit annoying that City Quarter costs depth, so in this case, so well, I guess you can train something to make money. He opens Inventor. Okay, we're gonna open Young Witch, because Farmer's Market is not a card that you want to have in your deck early on. So it's a bad Bane. We hit 2 here. It's not ideal, but it's alright, we get to trash. Goes for a Ghost Ship, okay. There's the Young Witch. I think second Forager or a silver. Oh, City Quarter already, okay. Well, you do need actions. The Ghost Ship is gonna hurt us. think second forager is fine. We wanna play this young witch as often as possible. So we're gonna trash down really fast. Here we can buy a silver. Yeah, ideally we want a ghost chip as well, and then city quarter. Top deck 2 coppers here, just trash. Yeah, let's see if his city quarter missed or if he drew it dead. We don't want one yet. We would like to hit 5 first. Maybe we can manage to hit 5 here. We don't. Second silver or a dungeon merchant would also be an option. Dungeon is not so great against ghost chip. Well, it's not entirely true, but like if you play it from a 3-card hand, it sucks. Let's get a second silver. There's the silver down here. We really want to hit 5. If we don't get attacked, we have it. If we do get attacked, we top deck. There's Ghost Chip and Inventor. Okay, now next turn we won't get attacked. So here we just trash. In terms of trashing, he seems to manage quite well actually. So, not sure how much our young witch is interrupting him. Of course, instead of playing young witch, he plays ghost chip, which hurts us, so if we get attacked here, that's really bad. Well, I guess we do. Then we would top deck a young witch. Okay, now we get the ghost chip and buy a city quarter next. Oh, that was a really nice city quarter. So he's drawing well, pretty well now. I mean, not that, don't mean he's getting lucky draws or, that's not what I wanna say. Just, he manages to keep up nicely for all those curses we put into his deck. In fact, they are gone. Yeah, and he's playing Inventors, so don't know how he managed to pull so far ahead here. Well, he did go for the inventor over the young witch, and maybe that was the thing to do. Certainly seems like, because this is just not concerning him at all, what we are doing. Guess we got the ghost chip too late, because of our young witch thing. And then also we put silvers into our deck where he just put inventors and good stuff into his deck. So no, not second city quarter. Well, we would like to have an inventor as well. But this is pretty much resignable, I think. Yeah, look at this. Look at this turn. He's just snowballing out of control. I mean, I guess he also got pretty much perfect turn 3 and 4 draws, like inventor plus 4 coppers on turn 3 to gain a ghost chip, and then you can instantly buy city quarter turn 4. That's pretty much perfect, so that might be part of the reason why the thing he's doing worked out so nicely, and our young witch didn't seem to like touch him at all. Like it felt as if the curses didn't do anything. But if he doesn't hit 5 turn 3 or 4, which could well happen, then it's a different story, I think. There's some nice forager economy. I mean, I'm just gonna resign here. Let's update our scoreboard. There's no coming back from this position. Getting a drink. Okay, I'm back, so we're gonna start fourth game. Okay, we are rolling quite some boards today. Well, 2-5 isn't actually the greatest here, but well, it's alright, I think, because we want a Cathedral, right? But it's okay to get it turn 3, I guess. Could page hunting party, and then we get to champion fast. Better than C, alright? Yeah. So, maybe this is mind game. He's wondering why we're skipping Cathedral, but actually it's because he couldn't buy it here. Well, I don't know if he wondered if that's what he was thinking about, or if the thought crossed him at all. Here we get Cathedral. Yeah, I mean 2-5 is fine. Having the hunting party is nice, and getting the Cathedral a bit later. And this is perfect, right? We draw the Treasure Hunter as the last card. This is perfect. Do we want to transmogrify? I think somebody is not muted here.
Oh yeah,
No problem. Okay, do we want to transmog? Do we want just a page? Transmog is nice, I think. There's no plus buy here, so it's gonna be single province in the end. Do we want a second transmog? Or another page? Let's get a second transmog. Can turn the silvers into useful stuff, and also maybe golds into hunting parties or seers or would have been nice to have the estate in this hand. That's alright. Here a page. I guess we can turn this transmog into a hunting party here. Find the page. And another hunting party. Do we actually... do we want a champion now? Do we want a soothsayer?
think not. Just get a hunting party. And now what? Let's keep it for one more turn. Like getting to champion fast here does not seem like a big concern. But that's a nice seer. Rather have one more gold. And start on provinces now. See, he's got another warrior, right? Yeah. So another way to gain points is by transmogging stuff into duchies. Wow, that's pretty unreliable, but it's an option. Another hunting party. Sia is actually also a pretty nice draw for the silvers you gain from treasure hunters. And for the travelers themselves. For pages and treasure hunters and also warriors. Maybe that last hunting party could have been a seer also. Oh. Gets a province now, and we want to start on that as well. So let's see if he turns in his hero for a champion. Would make sense for him, right? He's got more warriors and oh, he keeps it. I mean, this might actually be a royal seal because we want to have uniques to draw up with hunting parties. So second gold doesn't help us that much. Well, let's go for it. And now I think we exchange. He gains a lot of silvers here. So it might be nice to have lots of transmogs on the mat, right? So maybe we want to transmog the silver into a transmog. That might also make us miss 8. But he also did miss 8 here. And having double transmog, like having 2 transmogs down is nice, because then you have the threat of milling provinces. Let's do it. Yeah, we do miss, but that's alright. Just follow him on Duchy, and we wanna keep the warrior. I mean, this the 5 silvers he gained last turn, they aren't bad because they can be drawn by his seer. Doesn't seem to want champion at all. Which is totally reasonable, probably. So we might. Let's see. We've got 4 hunting parties, right? Got 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So down there is a hunting party. There's also a duchy, I think. And copper, maybe. How many coppers did we trash? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's not a copper. Then it's a silver, I guess, right? 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2. Actually, I have no clue what it is. Because what I'm thinking about is top decking this province, because then we threaten, if he buys a province, we threaten, well, actually we don't threaten anything, right? Because if we mill and buy, we don't win, because we're first player, so we don't want to top deck this. I think we can exchange this now, because now might be a time where we want so it was a silver, I guess. Oh, he does miss. That's pretty nice. So I don't think we want to transmog here. We want to keep them. Oh, we also miss. That's unfortunate. Another gold. And duchy here. Okay, now we're in trouble, right? Because we have to buy province. But he might well just mill and win then. Also, we need to transmog something into a duchy at some point. Well, we might just transmog the silver twice into a duchy. And then we have to hope that we can't mill province. Well, we miss anyway. And now we've got these transmogs in our deck that we don't want to draw. Yeah, we're in big trouble now. Big trouble. Let's put a gold into that deck. Sure. Oh. Oh, we have to buy it and just hope, right? I mean, as soon as he has, well. I mean, is there something else we can do? Not really, right? If he buys one more, we are dead anyway. He just needs a province in his hand. Or this is also possible. GG. Okay. Well, I think this big silver stack that he had was pretty nice in the end. Because he didn't miss as often as we did. And the thing with like hunting party stack like this is once you get more green in your deck, it begins to suck, and you need unique treasures to draw up to 8. And that's why we put the royal seal in. So what's this? There's Mountebank, Groundskeeper, there's Draw with Oracle. So we wanna open Moneylender and also Oasis, I think. There's Bandit Fort, so you don't really want like lots of silvers and golds. Or not any here, I guess. It's not always that you like, you might want 1 or 2 on some boards with Bandit Fort, but here don't think you want any. So we need to hit 5, buy a Mountebank, and then begin the chunking. Oh, he goes for spices. Well, I guess with a turn 3-5 like this, spices is fine, because you're pretty likely to hit 5 again. Yeah, and then you've got the 2 coffers, so that was a nice buy actually there. We straight up see our Mountebank. That is good. He gets a forge, yeah. That's also pretty good. So we might do the spices thing too, which would help us potentially hit forge next turn. I think I like that. This is not enough. In which case I think just second Mountebank. Well, yeah. There's two oases in an estate down here. I mean, we also, like, we've got 3 terminals with second Mountebank, but what can you do? Like Workers' Village. Well, I guess you could also make an argument for Workers' Village. Straight up junking is also pretty strong though, with more Mountebanks. So yeah, let's get a Mountebank. We're pretty likely to have some terminal collision that way, but can add Workers' Villages now. That would be nice to get a forge. Get rid of the estates and the curses. Yeah, let's get a Workers' Village now. Okay, alright. We do make it through without terminal collision through this shuffle. Well, now I guess we hope that his forge misses the shuffle. Does not. Do we trash or junk here? I think we try to junk and buy a forge. It's late, but I think we want one anyway. Let's hope our 2 Mountebanks can do work against him. He's only got 1 still. Let's keep the curse for next hand to block, to potentially block. Sees his forge again. I think we want more Workers' Villages. At some point we also want oracles. Did we see both Mountebanks yet? We did, right? This is nice, we can block. So this is likely Workers' Village and Oracle for him. Yeah. This is Oracle for us.
this is, yeah, a pretty useless forge, I must say. So, do we even play it? I mean, we could forge moneylender and 2 coppers into a workers' village. Is that even worth it? I guess. I mean, it's not like we don't want the moneylender anymore, right? Let's just junk him. So I wonder, depending on how this goes, fountain might become relevant. Well, just thinking about some sneaky three pile stuff. Yeah. Do you want a Duchess? Huh. I don't think so. I mean, it's 2 coins. Like, would it make sense for us? Would it make any sense at all to try and rush like estates? And try and rush estates and fountain. That sounds a bit mad, but we are pretty far behind. How many coppers did we? 1, 2, 3. Only 3. And we also gained lots of coppers. Yeah, well, in any case, let's not get. Let's get 1. In any case, this is not shuffle to begin buying estates if we want to do that. Oh, yeah. This is not great. This discard. I mean, he's got so many buys from the workers' villages that he can just match us on fountain if he wants to. It's looking pretty dire. He seems to be pretty well trashed now. He's drawing well. He's managing to draw his deck nicely with workers' villages and oracles. Not all of it, but probably soon he can draw all of it. He also got a Duchess at some point. I didn't see that. Yeah, Groundskeeper now.
Okay, so what do we do here? Spices. Spices something. I mean, this is pretty close to repiling. Spices copper. Spice is nice for the buys. Let's get spices copper. I don't know about that copper buy, but I mean, what else do we want to buy on 2? Estate is not great. Our forge was late, I guess. Well, what do we do with these? Keep the Duchess, I think. Don't think we want to forge anymore. He probably just piles here. Like if he has his forge, can probably forge Oracle into Oracle or something. Buy the other 3. Well, let's see. Let's see. Does he have a pile out? Might be short on money. Oh yeah, nice. That Mountebank play gave us the fountain points. So, well, I mean, he's got 7 buys, so he might be able to match that. But that might have saved us from immediate defeat. So I guess, yeah. Do we even want to play the Mountebank? Gives him a copper. Well, it also, yeah, we can forge Mountebank into a duchy. Use 2 coffers and buy 2 oracles. I think that's our best course of action. Yeah, he's trying to match us on the coppers. Of course, it's a bit awkward for him, right? Because he can't buy too many coppers now, because that risks him dudding. We might also forge into spices, right? I think that's better, because we wanna be able to empty oracles, and the 3 extra VP from Duchy doesn't do a whole lot for us. So we'd rather have the coffers. Oh yeah, this is looking nice. So if we can't, we might have a shot here. We might, just might. If we can't win on this turn. You wanna draw? Well, doesn't really matter. Of course, we might have to play the Mountebank to have enough coin for oracles, and that might give him fountain. That would be funny. Now let's see. Let's see what he can do here. He's certainly drawing up his stuff. Well, he might be able to pile and score fountain, and also something actually should be pretty doable for him, right? He's got lots of buys, and I think he needs like 7 coppers. He's also got spices for additional buys, so I think she should be able to do it here. But this was our best shot. Lowering oracles. Hoping for like a dot or something. But he should have it here, I think. Yeah, that's 7. It's got 3 coppers, so. Well, it was a game we did not expect to win. Well, not from the beginning, but after like the first few turns we were pretty far behind, and we almost got a shot. So that's actually fine. Would be nice to win this last one to make it to the 4 though. So what's this? Old Witch, Royal Carriage. There's also Trading Post, Spawn Fire. There's Flag Bearer. So what do we want to open here? So we want to raise, I think. Could be silver raise. A second player, Flag Bearer is nice, but we're first player here. Silver raise, you want Old Witch. There was no need to play 4 copper there, but it's also not like not likely to be advantageous to him to know that we had 4 copper in that hand. Might matter with Flag Bearer, but don't think it did there. So we hit 4. Probably Bonfire here. So he goes for the raise Bonfire opening. That's also something that I thought about but decided against for no particular reason. I mean, it's nice to have the silver. This might actually be Flag Bearer now, because he's a bit short on economy, I guess. Because he bonfired, and well, maybe he gets a second race here. Would be pretty nice. Yeah. Anyway, I think Flag Bearer is okay. Could also be second. I mean, there's a race down here. Let's get Flag Bearer and have a higher likelihood of the race being paired up with an estate like this. So yeah, he just takes it back here. Sure. So let's get the old witch. And here we bonfire again. I think his opening was a lot better than ours, because he gets old witch here as well, and he just has a nicer deck now. Race on bottom is not nice. Well, at least he didn't draw his old witch here. Or maybe he decided against playing it for some reason. I think a crossroads is okay for us now. Goes for a ducat, buy is nice. Could also be royal carriage, of course. We do want to trash down. More still. Could also be a ducat at this point. Be nice to buy cheap stuff. And here, raise crossroads. So, gets a carriage here. Guess we just trashed the curse. I mean, we might take back the flag here. It's It's not amazing, but if he raises it back, like if he then raises his flag bearer, we've also got one to raise in here. Not sure. Don't think I'm playing flag wars too well in general. This is a nice hand. Yeah. His opening was better, I think, definitely. Bonfire raise over the silver raise. Well, probably he just buys flag bearer now. Yeah. I mean, it's alright. There's a curse in here. Didn't use the carriage on his old witch. So this is 6, 7, could be 9 if we take the flag bearer. What does 9 do for us? I mean, what do we want? We really like a royal carriage, I guess. I mean, it could be carriage ducat. I think that's fine. Let's see if he doesn't want to use the carriage on the old witch. It's a bit surprising to me. Because it's the second turn in a row now that he didn't use the carriage. Or maybe he's using it as like insurance for his turns. I don't know. Like carriaging a race or something. Or maybe he wants to hit higher price points, carriaging a flag bearer. Not sure. Yeah, this is it on the carriage here. And gets a bandit. That's also a card that we want to get eventually. How do we proceed here? Do we want another old witch? Do we want a bandit as well? Maybe a carriage for now. This is nice. Get to trash a curse. Here we're gonna raise the flag bearer. Well, maybe. Yeah. I mean, it would be nice to be able to play the witch and then actions afterwards, but I don't think we can do that. Well, we can, but it will cost us a raise or like another card by carrying the raise. We also want a bandit. But we also need to get clean. He's got a nice thin deck so far. I think is that a curse? No, he's got 0 VP. So that was a raise on top probably. Old witch here. Take it and just play it twice. That wasn't great, but do we want more raises? I think not. Let's keep the coffers. Yeah. This game is not looking good as well. I think it just opened better, and then this whole flag bearer business just got in vain, or got into a war that you can't win. I don't know. I hate flag bearer. Well, that's maybe a bit harsh, but I don't know how to play it well. So here, just buy a bandit. I mean, there's an old witch down there, but Won't be able to find our crossroads, will we? Raising gold. Yeah, that's totally reasonable move to find his draw cards, and he can gain it back. Make the rest of this turn better. Raising again. Oh. So maybe we'll have to raise a ducat here. I think we'll do that. I would like to try the bandit against more races. Okay, drawing the crossroads is nice. What did he flip? Curse, flag bearer. Put a raise down here, right? And we're gonna trash more. So we wanna play the bandit, I think. Let's leave the royal carriage on our mat. We might need it for next turn. We'll have 5. I like carriage, ducat, trash this copper out. We got a gold, that's nice. I mean, could also be ducat crossroads. So crossroads is nice, because we won't be able to find the one crossroads all the time. This is a nice starting hand. Oh, it's our ducat. I guess with some bandit luck we could come back a bit here. He's just going for lots of raises. There's I think a raise on top. Certainly gonna raise this curse. Bandit. Curse is a gold. I think let's go for it now. Just try and trash his stuff. Can get more carriages. Just try and band it as often as we can. Try and hit his ducats and his golds. Maybe it was actually better to just buy 2 carriages last turn. Because if he hits our ducat, well, didn't. Luckily. Okay, so do we wanna raise gold here? I think so. We're guaranteed to find our crossroads. We can play the old witch. Play it again. Bandit twice here. Well, 3 times actually. And maybe we just province. So just try to play our bandit as often as possible, get some hits on his golds, and ideally also the ducats. He's going for the more controlled deck with raises. He bought lots of raises. I guess to raise golds and find the stuff that he needs. It might be worth it. Might be totally worth it. provinces as well. Okay, let's try to find our old witch here. Let's take the silver carriage to race. There it is. Don't think we want to use the carriage. Just province. Here we can band it twice. Which is what we're gonna do. Yeah, we're just hoping to get some lucky bandit hits. Maybe we can somehow luck out and pull this around. Doesn't seem likely though, right? He's got a way easier time doubling than we have, so does seem quite unlikely. But I mean, we are committed on this path now. I think we keep one carriage on the mat. I do like the thing he's doing with nice, he does that here. So maybe we've got a chance, but just maybe. Not like this. Hitting the ducat is game over. So we were hoping for, well, I don't know if we even had the money for that, but we were hoping to somehow double here, but that's not possible anymore. Well, so much for that. Let's raise this thing. There's two crossroads down here. And a raise and like a gold or something. And we just have to hope he does again. Just very, very unlikely, but that he misses 8. Oh, trashes a raise. I mean, he surely has his draw cards in here, right? He didn't have them last turn, so should have it here. I like the thing he did with the playing with lots of raises to trash gold to find your cards. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, I mean, he's surely at 8 now, right? Or does he not have golds left? Oh, he does. Okay, that's it for this match. Rather rough start to the season, going 1-5, but it's only the first game, so we've got 4 more matches to make up for that. Was maybe a mixture of misplay and some, not the most ideal draws in some of these games, but definitely could have played a lot of these boards better also. Thank you everybody for watching, listening, and see you next time. Goodbye.